Gentlemen of the press and my colleagues, it has become very, very important for us to address the press. On precisely Saturday, January 31st, we woke up to a broadcast by the governor of my state, Right Honorable Francis Wifuru. And his comment was that four persons of Edda descent had been beheaded, and he heard the news and went to the place. And on getting there, Amasiri, my community, was accused of being involved with the killings, despite no video evidence, no account evidence of the said dastardly act. We condemn the killing because any life, irrespective of where the person comes from, is a life. And then what happened? The next thing, the governor declares, please, I want my colleagues, I want the whole world to know that before now, there's been cases of Amasiri people, indigenes, being killed, being abducted from their farmland. My people are predominantly farmers. And so most of them have been kidnapped. There are petitions to this effect. It's a very lengthy 6-page document, so I'm not going to read all. I'll just read a few portions, but I'm trying to set the background. So you see, prior to when the governor came, there were more than 6 cases of either killings of Amasiri people or kidnap of Amasiri people, and there were petitions written to this effect. Governments came, governments left, the current governor came on board, nothing's been done about it. We were told that something would be done about it. And so we calmed down. All of you here know me. You've interacted with me one way or the other. And at no point have I ever exhibited actions or acts that would show me or portray me as a barbarian. But my governor went to a forum and declared my people as barbarians. The same people for which one of them was his professor and his lecturer in the school he attended. He wasn't a barbarian then, but suddenly I and all my people have suddenly become tagged barbarians. That's not all. We made series of petitions. We went to court in 2023. The documentations are there. I will forward to everybody. The same governor asked us to withdraw the document from court, that when we do, we would receive justice. The elites of Amasiri fell for that. Up to today, we're in 2026. And the only thing we will see is that Amasiri clan, one of the 64 development centers of Ebonyi State, on Tuesday was delineated. So Amasiri has been erased from the map of Ebonyi State. As we speak, yesterday, a teacher from my community, as we speak right now, there are over 300 soldiers in Amasiri. We're not in war. There was no crisis. The day of the killing of the 4 Edda people, Amasiri had 20 burials at different areas simultaneously going on. So would somebody leave a burial to go kill somebody for Christ's sake? I want the world to hear Amasiri's story. What is the case even? The case is that Our forefathers told us that the Oso land in contention and Okporojo land belonged to Amasiri. The Edda people are not our neighbors in any way. The people we have as neighbors are the Akeze people, the Okposi people, and the Ohozara people. Edda don't share boundary with us at all because they are up here, very far from us, and we are down in the valley. So what happened? The story is that history has it that the other people who are hunters used to come to hunt in our forests of Oso and Okorojo. And so, when they set their traps, they will go back. By the time they are coming for their catch, it will have rotted. And so they pleaded with our forefathers to please allow them build shanties where they can stay, pick their catch, roast it, and take it back to sell, of which my forefathers gladly obliged them, not knowing that a day like this will come when our kindness will be used against us. And so we gave them that place to use, and over time, from initially the signboards used to read also Amasiri, but from temporary shanties, they started building mud houses. From mud houses, it became block buildings, and they started having children there. And suddenly, also Amasiri signboards dropped, and what we now have is also Edda. Where is it ever heard of that a tenant suddenly becomes landlord? They were paying rent, and then now suddenly they are laying claim to the land that always belonged to my people. What is the crime of Amasiri? We were busy burying our dead. When the governor heard, we were told from the reports I gathered that 2 trucks, we have quarries and solid minerals in Amasiri, were really richly blessed. And so 2 trucks came and loaded gravel and took away. Somewhere in Okporojo or Oso, one of the trucks knocked down and killed a young lad. Thinking the drivers were Amasiri people, immediately they clamped down on them, burnt the 2 drivers with the truck. So, we, the Amasiri people, don't know whether it is the family members or the community of those 2 drivers that came back for the reprisal attack and killed those 4 people and beheaded them. We don't know. Because on the day in question these incidents happened, we were burying our dead. They said like in 20 different places, burials were going on simultaneously. So, and I ask again, who would, in his right senses, will leave burying their loved one to go killing an Edda man? To what purpose? Was it a king that died that needed heads to be buried alongside him? No. Was there war in Amasiri prior to that date? No. Have there been petitions, series of petitions upon petitions? The Amasiri people, as you can see here, this is a warrant officer who gave his all to Nigeria, served Nigeria and retired in Maiduguri. While he was in service, he owned a big farmland. What was his crime? He's an Amasiri man. When he retired, he went back to his village, thinking he would find solace there. One day he left with the wife and the wife's younger sister to the farmland to harvest things, to sell some and use some for his household. What happened? The Edda people caught this man, beheaded him, the wife and the wife's younger sister, and buried them. How did we know? There were 4 of them that were picked. His friend and Akbo, her man, had come visiting him. And so they went together to the farm. When the guy identified himself with his ID card as not being an Amasiri man, they freed him. He was the one that came back to tell that story. And I ask again, what have we done to Governor Winfuru that he has decided to clamp down on Amasiri like this? The army have laid siege everywhere. Instead of being at the boundary where they should stay, if you look there, you will see a photograph of bags of rice being burnt. The army set rice, bags of rice that women had worked hard for and harvested and were planning to take to the market, they set it ablaze. They shot, when the women saw the invasion of the soldiers, the young boys ran away into the forest. As I speak with you, since Saturday till today, all the young men from Amasiri are either in the forest or in overhead bridges in different communities, neighboring communities. They can't come back. Now what the soldiers are doing is they are going from house to house. They will pull down buildings, set our ancestral cultural places called Diogo ablaze. Our governor is deliberately trying to extinct the people of Amasiri. And that's the reason why we call this press conference. As we address you, yesterday one of the Amasiri teachers sneaked out by night to Abakaliki. What did he go to do? To register children for common entrance. And when he got there, he was outrightly told that the governor had left an instruction that no child of Amasiri should be registered. And I ask again, what is the crime of the Amasiri people in Ebonyi State? What did we do to the governor? Is there something Governor Winfuru is not telling us? Because if it's just about the 4 killings, where are the videos to prove that Amasiri people committed that crime? What happened to the reports and petitions that our people, as you can see in the banner, were killed and we didn't get justice? And the blood of these people are still crying. This warrant officer 2 years ago was at my father's burial, but today he's no more. Today he's no more. What is his crime? You served Nigeria for being an Amasiri person. You're treated like this. Met an untimely death. He didn't die while in service. Another information I got is that all the students from Amasiri in Ebonyi State University, what they now do is they will ask you to show your national ID card. If you're from Amasiri, you're not allowed into the class. He has taken it that far. Governor Winfuru has taken it that far. There was a forum he attended, and he was asked what's going on in his state. And he opened his beautiful mouth and told our Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, that Amasiri people are barbarians. All of you here know me. You know other Amasiri people. Have any of us depicted act of barbarism? This is not fair. And so we're calling on the international community, we're calling on every journalist in Nigeria to please not allow the governor continue like this. He should follow everything rightly. We have series of petitions. All we are saying, there's a report that a committee was set up, and there's a report that the only way to bring peace is for the boundary commission in the state to go and do a demarcation. We were in court. The same governor asked my people to withdraw the case, that when they withdraw the case, he would do the demarcation. My people believed him. And I warned them then that a day like this will come, that before you withdraw that case, you should have told them to do the demarcation. When they do the demarcation, you will withdraw the case. But we withdrew the case in 2023. And here we are today. Of the six, my state house assembly that takes 3 to 4 months to pass one bill within 24 hours on Tuesday this week, passed a bill delineating Amasiri as a development center. Who does that? You beat a child and you say we should not cry. As we're talking, a group of elites of Amasiri are pleading with him. And he told them that they should not allow us hold this press conference. And I said, Nehi, even if you put a gun to my head, I'm a free and proud daughter of Amasiri, and I must speak up for my brothers, my cousins that have slept in the bush for days. So, my dear colleagues, fellow Nigerians, you have the rest, the full details in your text. I will send everybody a soft copy of it. So that's the story of the Amasiri people. We are not bad people. We are not wicked people. And there is need also for the establishment of an Amasiri Edda Joint Boundary Commission. And what our demands and our prayers. One, we are asking that our children, the army should leave Amasiri as soon as possible, because we are not under war. They should leave Amasiri. If they must stay in anywhere, let them go to that boundary place between Amasiri and Edda. Let them go and station themselves there. Two, we are demanding that all our appointees and elected officials that the governor disbanded be reinstated, because he disbanded them. I forgot to mention, after his declaration on Saturday, they picked up, Amasiri has 3 traditional rulers. 2 of them were arrested. The coordinator of Amasiri Development Center was also arrested. They've been in detention. What is their crime? We don't know. So that's where we are. So we also demand that they reopen the schools and that the governor should stop this wish hunting of students in Ebonyi State University and Amasiri indigenes. Thank you very much, dear colleagues, for coming. And are still hiding in the forest. Only the elderly men and women are still in Amasiri. And even the women are not left out. When they embarked on a peaceful protest that Governor Nwifuru should order the army, or check to your question, Governor Nwifuru ordered the army to invade Amasiri. He did. And when the women were on a peaceful protest, calling on the governor to ask the soldiers to leave, that there's no tension in the community, the army opened fire on the women. We see 2 of them there. I will share the video. One of them was shot in the head. She eventually died from excess bleeding. She died. The videos are there. We're not making it up. It's true. It's real. Governor Nwifuru is out to put Amasiri out of existence. He has already started it by delineating us by the State House of Assembly. Those documents are there. I will share it too. Thanks. Amasiri is blessed with a whole lot. I can't mention them one by one now, but Amasiri is really, really blessed with a whole lot of resources. Then secondly, 4 different local governments have been brought to currently oversee and run the affairs of Amasiri. And let me make this very, very clear. There's never been any case or any history of Amasiri being terrorists or being involved in any issue that will warrant this. It's always been the normal issue of Amasiri insisting that also an Okporojo belongs to us, that those portions of land are our ancestral land, and that there's no way we will allow any government to take it and give to Edda. So that has always been our position. And a series of committees through different regimes have been set up, and they did their findings, and they were at the verge of doing the demarcation. Even when they said funding was an issue, my people contributed money and said, we will fund it. Come and do that demarcation. Since 2023, this is 2026, it's not been done. If that boundary demarcation has been done, everybody will know where they belong and will know who owns what. But up till now, they've not done it. And I insist again, you cannot beat a child and tell the child not to cry. We will continue to cry out until we receive justice. The boundary commission was dilly-dally. We volunteered, Amasiri volunteered to sponsor their coming to do the demarcation and even provide security cover for them by our youths. And they never came up until this moment I'm speaking with you. So that's where we are. Let me especially thank everyone for finding time to